Ladies and gents, guys and gals, friendly femmes and fellows, all, I welcome you once again to Medieval 2 Total War, where in Divide and Conquer, Goblin Town has been conquered. It is now being dwarfified. We have taken it from that series of goblin scum buckets, and in so doing, we are driving them out of the mountains.
Well done, lads.
They do have a town here. They have taken Middelburg, so we might as well nip over and take that once opportunity arises. That will probably be when Lord Oin is done besieging those poor goblins over there.
My king. Move out.
It's not their capital, so they do have at least one other town somewhere. They might have taken another one here on the fringes of the Anduin, but
Aye, Lord. Aye, sire. March.
do like that. That's always nice. Just saving a little bit of money. Not that we particularly need it, but you know, it's an extra 1,200 in the bank per turn, so it's always nice. Headlone militia, rebel infantry. We don't really want it. We don't really want it. I find it interesting. Do they cost the same? 640, 640, 300, 300. But the airborne infantry seem to be better. But very good average. Very good average. So yes, the airborne infantry is indeed statistically superior. In pretty much all respects to... Yes, that's interesting. Not that particularly fussed about it. They, yeah. We can get Dwarven catapults, and don't mind if I do. What else? Just some ancillary training stuff.
Aye, Lord.
Seeing that we're up to date, we have Osdanadil, of course. And what does Osdanadil need? Oh, it has a history guild. Well then, yeah, the case is clear. The elves should get it back. Do we have a diplomat near them?
Your honor.
No, we don't really. So it'll be a while.
My lord.
And oh yes, of course, the dwarves, they refused my generous alliance offer.
Of course, sire.
But
This journey is over, sire.
well, alliance or no, we'll figure out a
Aye.
way. And we're about to get some very, very good troops. Let's merge some
My king.
dudes.
Aye, Lord. Honor, Lord. Aye, Lord.
Yeah, let's just take them like this. Let's put a tower there. That's very nice.
In your name, sire.
And you know what?
Aye,
I might just send Glorin down here to post another tab, because this is the Western Peaks region. So it'll be nice to have some sight range there. In the meantime, let's get a pig farm in here, because, you know, if the elves are going to take it over, then we might as well have it be of some use to them. Did they manage to get some decent elven culture? Yeah, they did. They did. That's good. Okay. Because I do want Osdanadil to be under control of the High Elves. They did upgrade it after all, so they posted a history guild and stuff. They tended to keep it, I can tell, and to develop it. So I am going to develop it a little bit for them before I give it back to them. But I'm not going to install any Dwarven culture, because that would be counterproductive to their ends. But apart from that, the race is now on to eliminate the Goblins once and for all. To find where they are hiding, where their last capital remains. Ooh, hello, is that a last stand army there?
Siege to our walls.
Ugh, that's a bit annoying. But I guess we'll have to see if they attack us. They probably will. Which means we will have to send reinforcements to the north. We will have to. So that they can assist Lord Oin in retaking Goblin Town. Because those goblins will probably attack next turn. But the dwarves from the Blue Mountains have finally arrived in Kazad. They send word from the dwarven lords of the west, who send us their best regards and some of their warriors. 750 new citizens arrived in Kazad from the Blue Mountains. Nice. So where are some of these troops then? Maybe rather than tower duty, let's actually send you north, where you will be needed. Let's put it like that. We have some troops here. Ah, okay. Okay, we got some Erdlin pikemen, I suppose, because I only trained one unit of them. So, okay. It's not exactly a large army we got there, but I will take it. I will take it indeed. So, let's have... And we got ourselves a spy. And he's caught in Goblin Town. Is that a last stand army? Wow, that is miraculously bad. So many snagger. Which tells me that if we put our minds to it, it's not utterly impossible to kill them. It will be... They will probably overwhelm simply with numbers, sheer numbers, but actually there's a fighting chance, which looking at the banners would in no way indicate, but hey, I will take it. But regardless, we are going to send troops. So let's take the most experienced and highly trained of our troops and get them northward. High Lord Balin the Fearless. Oh, he didn't turn into a king apparently. Well, maybe that is yet to come.
My lord. Aye, sire. Yes, sire. That's not possible, sire.
Yes, my king.
The ballistae are not so useful to us as of yet. But the catapults, they are quite valuable.
Would if I could, sire. Alas, I can't pull this. Aye, my king.
How far can you go?
Aye,
Well, let's take
aye, sire.
all of these as well.
Aye. Forward. Aye.
It won't be the most
Joining
elite
our
army yet
forces.
because the barracks event has only just hit, but it'll be fine. Sentries. I think I like the volunteers more,
My king.
just generally. We're not facing that much cavalry, so the spears won't come
My lord, we cannot.
in as useful as they otherwise would have.
Aye, my king.
You gossipy lad,
Yes, sire.
get yourself eastward.
Here, sire. You are Steak and sight. Today's journey is over, sight.
Yeah, that's gonna be that. Let's see what the goblins do. They did take me a bit by surprise there, so we'll see if they can capitalize on that. Do, 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 do. But overall, I think this campaign is going pretty well. So, we are coming up on the goblins. Goblins, here we come. Let's see. Yes, they do attack us. They attack Captain Boren with a number over 6 times higher. But they're led by Snagger Stalkers. I mean, yeah, not even the Uruk Overseers are allowed to command this army because this Snagger unit, they mean business apparently. Because they've got an armor stat of 3. I don't know, guys. It seems
Forward for battle.
it seems a bit weird that the way the AI just chooses to pick the weakest unit possible for the purpose of captain duty. Now, we do have a bunch of archers, and we might be able to shoot them, but they've put the Uruk Overseers in charge of the rams, which means that those are pretty heavily armored. We don't have any towers, so standing here isn't going to do a hell of a lot of good. We might be better off retreating to this hill. I would absolutely love it if the game had a way of implementing these as hills. That would be so cool if you can have units upon those. But sadly, it is abstracted. So no dice. Okay, but I think I will keep just a couple of archer units here. Have a captain. We don't necessarily want him to die. It's rather difficult seeing where the hill begins. There, around there. Okay, so we'll put our melee forces there. They will be surrounded pretty quickly. But yeah, that is the way of things. Okay, let's do this. I don't want them to shoot at the Overseers because they are, as previously established, heavily armored. 13 points in armor out of their total of 17. So, yeah. I guess I'll just see if they'll send out something that we can just easily pick off, but nah, it doesn't seem to be the case.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
6 Snagger skirmishers? No. No. Okay, I'm going to bid these guys retreat.
Let's get going. To arms, my lord. The enemy's ram
Maybe
has
put
breached
them
the gates.
something like there. Okay. Let's see what they're doing. Will they just flood in? They do flood in. Which means that we might actually...
The enemy have taken them.
We might actually have an opportunity here to take them out with our melee forces before the rest of their army arrives, but of course that is... Nah. What's the speed on those Uruks? 98. Okay. Of course, the orc fighters and the snagger, they're all pretty fast as orcs and goblins go. Well, goblins seem to be generally faster than orcs. And the mountain orc hunters, of course, have 110% speed. Making them pretty quick indeed. Yeah, okay, a few of them fall, but it's really not that much. The arrows won't do well against them. Okay. Yeah, you're kind of wasting yourselves, lads. So don't do that. Okay, now they're running about. I guess they're trying to make a bit of a formation inside the walls, which is by no means a bad move. They are so many. But I guess that is the defining characteristic of goblins. They are just so damn many. Okay. I'll keep our eyes peeled for these hunters and shoot them once we can. Goblin band, maybe? Goblin infantry? So many damn goblins. Yeah, okay, you shoot the goblin band, please. Kazad volunteers, move into them. Skirmishes. Okay. They're actually doing okay. So let's bring our general around to the side here. Okay, we have a momentary advantage simply because of our troops being higher quality overall. However, as their numbers begin to wear us down, we'll find it a bit of a struggle.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay. Kind of almost certain. But we will make a stand for it. Ah, they're wavering. Oh, that's the other thing about goblins. They just... their morale is subject to fluctuation, you might say. Where did their... mountain orc hunters go? A lot of toing and throwing. Snagger stalkers, skirmishers. I mean, overall, it's going about as well as one could hope. We've killed a quarter of them already, which is very, very good. Of course, our archers is dealing most of the damage at this point. But we'll get a bit of an additional boost when they commit themselves to melee, because they are not terrible. 7-11 in their stats, that's pretty good. So let's send those guys in. And these can come in from the flank, and then these just can then also flank once they are finished with their arrows. Oh, and we have they've gotten a bit of experience, which is very nice. Still keeping up the kill tally. Okay, let's run these guys in. I want them to flank the archers over here. Okay. Meanwhile, try to shoot them. Ah, we've got some routing already. That's very nice to see. Okay, they're coming in and supporting, but yeah, that might not be enough. We'll need... We actually do need some archer fire to suppress them. Just a bit. Okay. Charge the snagger archers. If we can somehow find and kill that commander in all of this, we'll be in much better stead. Okay. Come around here and flank from that side. It'll be good. The dwarven travelers have met with the snagger archers, resulting in chaos and routing, it seems. Nice. I like that. I like that. 40 plays 31. I mean, there are so many of them. And we probably have yet to face the best of them. Seems that a lot of their infantry is just hanging back here, including the mountain orc hunters. They pulled them back, apparently, when I was shooting at them, which was actually a very wise move. Now we've wasted our archers and snagger and goblins. But we are kind of routing their initial wave, so that's really nice. Let's see if we can hold it up and keep it up. Nice! We've got a lot of routing going. Of course, from the weakest troops, but routing is routing, and if the panic can spread, then we can gain the momentum we need to actually send most of their army running. And regardless of how good their troops are, if they run, they're out of the game. Please rout, please rout. Yes! That's what I like to see. Now turn and face the hunters. You come around and flank them. Okay. Still have a large blob of goblin infantry here. So let's take you guys out and flank. This is all the name of the game. Flanking, flanking, flanking. Again, we're now facing some of the most tough units in their roster. At least in this battle context. And they are eating our travelers for breakfast. But let's see if we can charge them from the side. Nah, okay, they were ready for us. Damn it. Yeah, I think we have just about reached the tipping point in this battle.
My lord, only half our force remains.
Yeah, it's looking dire. It is. Yeah, we're not winning this. These hunters, they're coping very well with being attacked by dwarves on both sides.
They have lost half their men.
But we've, taken half of them. That's good. And their archers are so inaccurate that they're accidentally firing on their own skirmishers. That's and a lot of their own troops are also just the goblin infantry. falling to their own arrows. Oh, those mountain oak hunters, they've just decimated our troops at the flank. Ah, the defense goes so high. But if nothing else, this does leave Goblin Town less well defended. They will have paid for this victory. But of course they've paid for it in trash, let's be honest. But oh my lord, just look at the corpses littered about the field. More than half the living beings entering into this battle have not left it, and we have managed to rout another unit. Focus on the live ones. We're not going to win, which means that capturing enemy troops will do almost nothing. They'll just be immediately healed. Those dwarves, they're just heroically battling it out. And there we go.
Our enemies may have won this battle, but they have not won this war.
Yeah. Okay. 48%. I'll take that. They healed about 130. Kazad volunteers 451, and the Dwarven Travelers didn't do too badly either. Man, that's an impressive stat from only being just shy of 60 dwarves killing so many. It's almost, I mean, every dwarf taking down 8 enemies. That's impressive. That's impressive. Regardless of their tier, it's impressive. And here we see Mordor falling into flame as Sauron is defeated. I believe. That's what it looks like. Okay. The goblins retake Goblin Town. Well, which just means that we'll have to besiege it. There's nothing else for it. Now we do have a contingent of dwarves stranded. So I might just try to put them in the fort. If I can get them over there. Ah. And on another lord. The High Elves declare war on Dunland. So let's go with High Elves this once.
My king. Honor.
Okay, let us send. Let's take Loney. Yeah, let's send him.
Honor, my lord. Aye, sire. Onward.
Glorin is going to get a fearsome force, indeed. Yes. Legion Deep in Guard. I like that. Dwarven culture is up there. Let's get ourselves a catapult maker, and a heavy armor, and then an army barracks. We should have enough culture to support it by then. And we'll train. That's nice.
Aye, noble sire. If I could, sire. Alas, if I could, sire. My king.
They can get there
Aye.
onto. Ah.
Forward.
Okay.
We've marched
Oh,
our
fine.
limit.
They'll just go over
We
there
march no further.
immediately.
Honor, my lord.
Let's just kill these.
Glory and honor. We have plans and glory.
Kazad West has a barracks too. Very lovely indeed. 80%. Okay, we do want those roads. They'll add a nice income boost. After that, let's get an army barracks. Then get some armoring going. Yeah, it's that kind of had that. That's good. Goblin Town sacked. They sacked their own capital. I mean, really. Goblins, you.
My king.
Absolute maniacs.
Making camp here. Aye, lord.
Okay.
My king. I'm gonna stick you.
And
Aye.
if we attack them,
Closing in the enemy.
they are isolated. But they're all full complements, so I think I am going to. Nah, I'm going to leave those troops there.
Aye, sire. Aye, noble sire.
Now, it is not without. It's not outside the realms of possibility that the Dunlandings will attack us in
Awaiting your command.
Eregion.
I cannot go
Oh.
there, sire. Your honor.
Come on,
Aye, my lord. Of course, sire.
there we go.
Aye, sire. Aye, my friend. What can we do for you?
Hello, King Dane.
It seems we'll have little choice but to accept your raw deal. Aye, farewell.
Ah, he has the Sons of the Fallen. Wow, he's a mighty leader.
Can I be of service? Awaiting your command. Yes, sire. Today's journey
Let's
is
send
over,
this
sire.
wonderful fellow through. Well, he's a bit of a gossip, but
I must stop
apart from
here,
that,
sire.
he's a wonderful fellow, I am sure of it.
To go, sire.
And he shall go to the
Today's
elves.
journey is over, sire.
I kind of want to just have Lord Oin besiege Goblin Town himself, now that I think of it. Because his auto-resolve is immensely powerful. He'll be able to kill so many goblins. Even if he loses, he'll take down hundreds with him, most likely. And he'll just gradually be able to weaken their defense. Is it cheating the game a bit? I don't know. Maybe it is. But I do consider it somewhat legitimate of a strategy. Maybe. Let's not go into that too much. Okay, here comes Dunland. Do they attack us? Do they attack us? They do not, maybe? No, they don't. And neither do the goblins. So we will need to retake Goblin Town. And our troops are coming in from the south with that very purpose in mind.
An honor, my lord.
Beyond's Hall's besieged.
Aye, my
Ooh.
liege.
The Anduin are
Aye, lord.
somewhat up against it.
Aye, noble By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Let's see what they do about
We
that.
shall hold them to siege, sire. Aye, sire. We hold them at siege.
Okay. I mean, do the dawn bands that have any defining features apart from the regular ones? Maybe better defense stats? I don't know.
Aye, sire.
Yeah,
Onward.
not really sure.
Aye, my liege.
Okay, but we got some
Aye.
extra
Aye,
troops.
Lord.
Trained, retrained, and ready for war.
My king. We march. Aye.
Yeah.
We march no
They'll
further
meet
today.
up quite nicely.
There's no pride in our son.
Let's see what the goblins do. Let's see if their fear of Oin is as great as it truly ought to be. If they cower before his 60-odd dwarven bodyguard units or troops. I mean, it's almost strange to think that 1,000 goblins would be in any way afeared of a small, tiny contingent of dwarves like that. But the auto-resolve in this game can sometimes have the AI consider some battles just not worth taking, really. But we'll see. What do? They do indeed rise up. As they probably should, to be fair. Okay. Okay, and they get their reinforcements in. Yeah, okay. Wow.
Courage, men. Regroup quickly.
Okay. That was not ideal, but
Pull back. Break off the siege.
we have, if nothing else, forced
We
them
must
to
stand with courage, men. The enemy lays siege.
Divert their attention a tiny bit. Anon Enerod has upgraded. Nice. Let's get ourselves that Stoneworkers Guild house so that the rest of our construction efforts will be swift. Ostenathiel, large pig farm, that's nice. What else? What else do we get here? What else would help them? Those elven buggers. A practice range? I suppose we could get that. Now let's get some roads. Roads are always nice. If I could, I would get them twice.
Aye, noble sire. Marching now. Aye, lord. An honor, my lord. We march. Aye. Move out. I'm gonna
Morgosh.
stick you.
Hello.
Have a taste of my
Ooh,
blade.
hello there. Let's see, what does the auto result say about this? Yeah, okay. The army is diverse enough, so the auto result would probably favour them. If they were purely snagger, it would be a different story. Like this one, for instance. I mean, that's
Approaching
just...
to engage.
Have a taste of my blade.
Aye, Lord. My king. March! Aye. Aye. Joining our forces. Aye, march! Merging armies, sire. Closing in the enemy.
Let's see. Okay, that was dearer than I wanted it to be.
Glory to the king! Aye,
But
Lord.
even so. Victory is victory, I suppose. Let's keep him in the fort.
Aye, sire.
Let's link them over with Lauren.
Combining the armies, sire.
By your
Then when
will, sire, we shall
arrives at the fort, we'll have a full
I'm gonna
banner army of
stick
dwarves.
you.
And if they decide to attack the fort, then Owen will hold it. I think he'll be able to do okay in a real battle scenario if he defends the settlement. So I am willing to take that risk. And he might even get a few more troops with the end turn because his bodyguard healing will compensate
Aye,
for
noble sire.
the
Setting a vigilant watch here.
siege attrition.
In your name, sire. Marching now.
And there we have Byrick. Hello.
Aye, noble sire. Setting
It
a
doesn't
vigilant
seem like
watch
that they intend on attacking us because they have no garrison here, so they don't really consider us much of a military threat. That might actually work in our advantage, should we want to attack them. You should probably not walk through their lands though, they would not like that. But with the Hammer Guard and the Deeping Guard, I mean these outclass most of Dunland's troops. And they're just
Aye, Lord.
just a mainstream
Aye,
tier.
sire.
It's just almost funny to think about.
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, hello, Edithwyth. How are you doing on this fine day? Willing to trade, are you? Good. Give us cash.
It's good to see we could reach
And
another proposition for us
let's
then.
just strike up an
Seems like a
alliance. I have
most
no intention
reasonable
of
deal
attacking
to
you.
me.
So, yeah.
Another proposition. We're happy to listen.
Nah, okay.
Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
And they control Tharbad, it seems. See if we can just pinch the camera to the left and have a look. Indeed, Edithwyth holds Tharbad. They seem to have split Dunland's realm in two. So that's what Tirthuin? Held by Dunland, it might be. Okay. Seems that Dunland is under pressure. We might not even have to get involved, but of course if we are to conquer Don Larach, we would have to get involved. And that is one of our victory requirements. So, striking while the iron is hot is a specialty of the dwarves, and we might just gather our strongest units and attack Don Larach because it will not hold forever. Yeah. Eredlune were not receptive to our calls for allegiance. But we have reinforcements from Erebor. Ooh, Axe Guard. Very nice. Very good.
and caverns
Oh yes, and they're also axe throwers. In addition to having axes, they've been given throwing axes too. It's very cool. I like that. Relations improving with Adelaide. That's nice. And they have
Making camp.
Have a taste of my blade.
bug it
I'm
off.
gonna stick you. Have a taste of
Hello,
my blade.
Morgash.
I'm gonna.
Aye.
Let's put some troops in the fort. They can just wait. Morgash will be
I'm gonna.
he's a non-factor at this point. We have some pretty good troops in here. Some Blackrock engineers. Very fine crossbowmen. Better range on them than the archers of our enemies, which is very nice. Better than our own archers even. Eredlu and pikemen. Pikemen are nice regardless of context or tier. We have King's Axes, which will be lovely against any heavily armored unit they may have. Although, I will admit, those are not many.
My king.
But now
Aye, sire.
we shall
Onward.
send some troops
Marched our limit.
down to Dunland, I think.
Aye, lord.
Why not have a
Aye,
two-front war? That's indeed what dwarves are for. Maybe Balin should have a
Aye,
go?
noble sire.
What would his departure mean?
Marching
It
down.
would entail a bit of an economic hit, but not a terrible one.
Aye, my liege.
And we could put Loney in Kazadum and he could just learn with the job. I think that sounds like a nice strategy. Oh, he does plus 9% mining income apparently. But we could give those ancillaries to any general, so we might as well. Ancillaries can be traded among generals, so that's okay with me. And who knows? Who knows what ancillaries Balin might pick up in Dunland. And I do want to give his bodyguard a little bit of action because it is phenomenal. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. I guess the situation of the whole, of the goblins, it's a bit in flux. They might do well against the Anduin if they press their borders along with Gundabad, but on the other hand, we are giving them quite a lot to think about, so the Anduin might actually get the best of them and retake Mythelberg. I guess only the future will tell. They don't attack on, that's for sure. And here we come. Another turn. My fingers are rife with excitement. The Ardenaim. Mithril mines rebuilt. Mithril has long been the key to the halls of Khazad-dûm. This precious metal is rare and strong, and is once more ours to mine. With the equipment and network in operation, we can now mine the ore throughout the depths. This news will likely attract dwarven miners from the 3 kingdoms of the dwarves to our reclaimed halls. But Beyond's halls are besieged, so yes, the Anduin do seem to be continuously trying to stave off invaders. Oh, hello, Morgash. I will absolutely take Goblin Town. You betcha. Senate Guard, yes. Let's have another colony to govern some stuff. Admin 814 does Balin himself assure. The trade income of 2,377, but our mining income is 3,376. Yes, this is a very, very valuable settlement, and taxes is almost nothing regardless. Regardless of tier, even the highest tier, it's yeah. Oh well. Hall of the Seven is a wonderful building. Army barracks. So the Mithril mines. There we have them. Culture increase bonus of 1% and 2,400 in building income. Wow.
Aye.
That is
Aye. Forward.
formidable.
We march no further today. Onward. We marched our limit.
Let's get some airborne infantry. Now that we have them.
Aye, sire. Aye, noble son. Aye, my liege. Aye. My lord.
Hello, Angmar.
Tired of ordering your own forces about, eh?
Aye, sire.
Hello,
Today's
Bree.
journey is over, sire.
Winnie.
Awaiting your command. I must stop here, sire.
Okay.
Today's journey is over. At your service.
Goblin Town. What goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? Okay. Let's take Lauren for a spin.
My king.
Morgash moves out of the way.
We march to battle.
And so we move into the fray.
Bringing the men together, sire.
And I will be frank, I am going to just attack them, actually.
By your will, sire, we shall engage.
They are assisted by Captain Mugas, but I mean, they might as well not be there. They don't really have anything that threatens us too much. The Mountain Orc Hunters, they're probably the most threatening ones. But with Blackrock Engineers, Kazad Reclaimers, and enough Dwarven infantry to sustain an invasion for several years, we shall be able to strike back whatever they send to repel us.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
So we have our Senate Guards. These wonderful lads. And basically, we have opened the gates. So we can enter from whatever side we would like. But I guess we'll just take this one. Why not? This is our heavy brigade. We have some experience. We have. Okay.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in courage.
Okay. Let's take our archers into there. Let's take our pikemen into there. Oh, they're king's axes, not halberds. Right? Yes, they are axes. Okay. Which actually makes them a bit better suit for the heavy line. Let's put them in like this. That'll be good. Have some pikes in front of the archers. Oh. We'll have these lovely folks to do some flanking. And we shall speed that up, because indeed we shall. The enemy might just be standing up there and waiting for us to attack them, so we shall just move in, I suppose. So why don't we just make sure that our main battle line just goes up there to challenge their command of the city, force their hand a bit. Let's put these first on the right then. These guys on the left.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
With
The
pikes
enemy's
in front.
walls belong to us now.
And our archers, they'll just come in and support wherever they can. And of course the Eredlund pikemen walking just the walking animation is so quick. I'm not sure exactly what does that, but maybe it's meant to compensate for the fact that they can't run in their spear wall formation. But they don't seem to walk any slower without it, so it's just yeah. Not sure what the intention was with that. But pikes have very quick walking animations in this game. That's another advantage of them. And they can still run, you just have to put them out of their spear wall. However, they don't seem to run faster than regular troops when outside spear wall formation, so the improvement in speed that you get is actually quite minimal. Okay, Snagger archers are coming for us. Let's see. I mean, these pikemen will do exceedingly well against anything that's just lightly armored, because they'll just poke it to death before they even get close to them. So, you know, goblin infantry, for example, they'll eat them for breakfast. Let's have our archers run into position. Let's have maybe these guys run as well. Okay. And skirmishers run into them.
Our men are winning the battle. If we
And they're just
continue
being
like this, we
crushed
will
utterly.
smash the enemy.
Okay. Okay, they are now at a place where they can form up and fire.
How about some fighting?
Yes, yes, you can have some fighting. Shoot the overseers, please. That'll be nice. And these pikemen have already killed about 4% of the enemy. But they do need support at this point. So it's good that our archers have made it. And it is excellent that these fellows will come in and flank the enemy.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Ah, they're trying to flank. King's axes. In from the side. No, what are they doing? Are they moving around? What on earth? What? Why are they? It's because they're archers? They think they're going to flank? Do a flanking maneuver? That's bizarre. Okay. Lauren, you have a job to do. And the pikemen are just standing their ground. They have slain so many, and many more shall fall. And so it is clear to all that the dwarves rule these mountains. These fellows need flanking. And these goblins need spanking, so get spanking, volunteers. Very nice. Go on, travellers. Let's move you in from the flank as well. Blackrock missiles. What can you target? Are you targeting the overseers? Indeed you are, and you're bringing them down somewhat effectively. Of course, not from the best of circumstances, but you're doing well. Nice to see. 16 left out of 52, which is fine. Herdler and pikemen holding their ground so damn well. Held out the entirety of this battle. Oin, move in to assist Glorin. But maybe move in from a bit of a better flank. Maybe try to run up the hill and then attack them. That's going to be the ticket. The reclaimers have just about finished with their throwing axes. And they are done. But that doesn't mean you should cut them to the battle, because here come the hammers. Here come the hammers. Slam, 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 boo. Okay. And here we have the Dwarven miners arriving on the field, ready to push the enemy back. That's what they're here for. That's what they're here to do. Pikemen, I mean, just pushing ever so slowly forward and forward and forward into the enemy. I should not be surprised if these were to claim the top spot today. Ooh, they Warg Riders charging straight into Oin. Actually, that's the best use they could have made of them. But even so, I don't think that is sufficient to counter them. But I suppose I'll have to eat my words if Oin ends up dying. But, such a high armor stat and high HP. I don't see it. I don't see him dying. I just do not. Okay. Let's move you reclaimers around. Axes, indeed. You just run into those snag garages as best you can. It's a bit of a slog, perhaps, but the dwarves are so powerful in melee that it feels like we're just carving right through them. And here the
Tidings! The enemy general lies dead. We have set the car to hell.
Ah, nice. Captain Gazorn is slain. The Warg Riders are down to almost nothing, falling continuously. Let's move in on those snag stalkers there and the Goblin band. Reclaimers, I have high hopes for you. Blackrock Engineers, head to the flank, join your fellows. Miners, let's get you involved on the other side of the melee. Just push into them. Push into whatever resistance you face.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Kazad and Reclaimers have yet to lose a single dwarf. %71% of the enemy is fallen. And some exhausted pikemen are now resting. You know what? That is well deserved. But please help clear the square before you rest. That's just good form, isn't it? Come on, lads. We have a job to do. Now that we have taken the square, there's little to suggest we can't hold it. So. Come along, my Blackrock friends. And the Dwarven labourers are pushing into the enemy as intended. Goblin infantry coming in, they shall meet only death. Wonderful. Let's flank them even more thoroughly, actually. Now that I think of it. Just for the laughs of it.
There's enough for everybody.
Come on, stout fellows. Give him a volley or two. That's very nice of you.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Crossbows at point blank range. There are few things deadlier than that in this game. Yeah, they are just not up for that. They run, they cower, and they have nowhere to hide. Okay, but now we have some archers coming in from the
enemy are badly blooded.
From the
They have
back.
lost half their men.
Goblin archers, take him out, please. Oh, the Black Rocks in melee. Very good on the defense. Solid on the defense. King's axes, get in there. But those archers, they are too late. Let's see, let's see if we can just take them out, because it would be nice if they weren't just to run away. It'd be nice to deal with them here and now. So let's just move in all available troops. See if we can surround them. We're not going to take many losses against them in melee, I thought. Even our archers are better than them. 3 and 5 in melee stats against the worst that we can offer, 5 and 11. It's just not even close. And let us then move in for the kill. And Oin, you too, my man. My dwarf. Take them on, take them out, and don't let them survive. Oh, they flee. But they flee straight into our forces and are utterly annihilated. Yeah. That's it. That's the last of them.
This is a clear victory.
Okay. It's pretty well done. In the end, 9% of ours died, which did amount to over 200, but we killed 4,000. Killed or captured over 4,000 of our enemy. Which is nice, BlackRock Engineers killing 381. That's actually very, very good. Very, very good. And the Heirloom Pikemen, 9! Yeah, I knew they'd get a lot, but I mean, 950, that is just... Yeah. I mean, put him in a choke point. Choke him and poke him. That's what I say. Choke him and poke him, and don't take that out of context, people. That could be bad. It could be very bad. Unless they're into that, I guess. Well, but let's leave that talk in the gutter. And they established a realm in those lands that were after called Gondor, whereas the Northern Kingdom was named Arnor. Arnor. Because Tolkien indeed had a habit of rolling his R's in ways that I can't even put my motor skills behind completely, so that's a bit beyond me. Goodbye.
Glory and honor, our most noble conquests.
Wonderful. We shall reconstruct our breweries, maybe the guild house, to be honest. Axeman skill still stands, and we got a dwarven catapult, and I'm fine with
My
that.
king. Aye, my liege. Aye.
Okay, next turn we shall move out from Kazad, and we shall bring. We shall bring a few spear troops because, especially after the barracks event, Dunland becomes quite happy about the concept of cavalry. So, and Kazad West establishes a road network, substantially increasing profits for both it and its neighbouring regions. Each turn I'm kind of half expecting Dunland to attack us, but we'll see, Indeed, we shall see. Oh, sorry. I pushed the microphone there. Didn't mean to do that. How's Ruin doing this time around? In my Woodland campaign, they got quite trounced by Dale and Dornian, but this time it seems to be much more of an even fight. Indeed. Moria, yeah, they're not doing so well. Dunland, neither. Isengard's doing good though, so if we defeat Dunland, it becomes all the more likely that we will have to face a powerful Isengard. Which can also be fun. I mean, Isengard is a mountain region, and it has mines, some pretty profitable mines as far as I recall, and with dwarven expertise they can reach new heights of productivity that not even Saruman himself could dream of. So yes, we probably should claim Isengard as the southern bulwark of the mountain range that we call home. Faunus is assaulted. Ooh, Rohan isn't doing all that well, but Dale prospers, and we've been given a gift. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. And here we have a wonderful enemy. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful army.
Aye, Lord. Aye. Forward! We march no further today. Move out! Binding the armies, sire. My king. Aye, Lord. Aye. Joining our forces. My king.
Hi, Lord Barlin. And two more.
Aye.
So let's
Move
do
out.
like that. We have
Marching army style.
5 years of
Aye,
those,
sire.
few years
My
of those.
king. My king.
We got.
Aye, sire.
Yes. I think
Aye,
that's a
my
pretty
liege.
damn good army, isn't it?
Set a what? My king.
And let's move you into. Ah, yes, of course. We do need to.
Aye, noble sire. An honor, my lord.
We
My
do need
king.
to exchange some auxiliaries
King
because I
can
want those
honor,
mining
my lord.
things, Mazabul and the
My
Book of
king.
Mazabul and stuff like that. So we'll have to give that on the next turn.
I'm gonna
Morgash is
stick
still
you.
hanging out down there.
Honor, aye.
Let's just
Leading
send these
the men
guys.
with honor.
Heroic victory. Goodbye.
A proud victory. My king. Aye, noble son. Aye, my liege.
Okay.
We march to glory. My king.
Ah,
Have a taste of my blade.
the Ettenmoors are held by Angmar.
Aye. Onward. Aye, sire. Aye, lord. March.
And we can have roads, we can have mining complex, we can have barracks. It's all coming up in Millhouse.
Aye, my liege.
Let's see.
Aye, king.
Wonderful diplomats. Let's send him
Of course,
south.
sir. Continue your
And this lovely fellow. Let's send him
Aye, sir.
east.
Go here, sir. I'll continue to
Oh. Ah. Terthurian is held by the Goblins. That does explain a few things. Okay. So that's Theodore, which is then Matriath, then maybe. Oh, I don't remember. No, of course it's Coloniac, which has now been conquered by Edward Wythe. Moving into Dunland and giving them rather a hard time.
My king.
So. So, Dorwinian. I like Dorwinian. Gondor, 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 what are you up to? I suppose you're fighting Mordor. Because that is what you do. Fighting Mordor day and night. And the weekend too. Cause when you're fighting Mordor, that's all you'll bloody do. And the Haradrim tribes. Kandros under attack. Meitelberg. Sure, I'll take Meitelberg.
An honor, my lord.
Don't you worry about that. I'll absolutely go take that. Let's see if our spy can get us in on this turn. That would be quite good. It's a nice trade boost. But, of course, money is not what we need most right now. Some training capabilities would be nice. And Brunist has upgraded, which means guild houses, stoneworkers guild houses to be exact.
My king.
Let's send them
Aye.
south. They'll be needed at some
Aye,
point.
sire. Aye, my liege.
And here we have High Lord Bond in the fields. Okay, let's see what you
My
have.
king.
Barla's battle axe. No, that's fine. That's. But let's take this Book of Malzabul and give that to. No. What?
Lass, can't go there.
Nope. You can't get him. Ah. Okay, if that be the case, then. And he is a mining expert. You know, all that considered, I suppose that Balin is just. He's too good of a miner not to be in Kazad.
My king.
That's his
Aye,
problem.
my liege. Aye,
Okay.
Combining the armies.
But
sire.
Lonely, I expect great things of you. Then we'll go for Dunland first, I think. And we should go through Austin the Field just to see if we can get some modicum of surprise factor into it. We have a Senate Guard coming with a new general. Might also prove useful.
Aye. Aye, noble sire.
So, here they have a bunch of garbage.
Aye, my liege. We must.
We can't get in on this turn,
We
so we'll have to
shall
siege
hold
them
the
at least.
I'm gonna
Good turn.
stick you.
Aye, sire.
Let's
king.
take Eredlund Pikemen.
Aye,
They healed so well. That's really nice.
Aye. Aye, sire. Aye. Move out. Aye. Joining up. Aye. Forward. Combining the armies, sire. Aye,
well,
lord.
let's just merge a couple
king.
here.
Aye, sire.
We'll take
Aye. Aye, sire.
our
Aye, lord.
best troops.
My king. My king. Aye, lord. Onward. Merging armies, sire. Aye, lord. Aye, sire. Aye. Aye.
Like
Joining
that.
our forces.
That looks good to me. Horde of the Seven coming in strong, which is very, very promising.
Aye, my liege.
Loney, take on Dunland and take no prisoners, please. The Dunlandings, well. Do they deserve... I mean... They sided with Saruman. Do they deserve mercy? I suppose, in an ideal world, yes. And Middle-earth is in many ways an idealized world, if nothing else. It is... It's but... These are still harsh times. And sometimes you just have to be cruel to be kind, and you've got to be bad to be good, and you've got to, well, play the game, in inverted commas. I think I'll take a lenient approach to Dunland. I think I'll just for role playing purposes. I think Lonnie he's quite a friendly fellow. He would be merciful. Not even the mercenary attitude of taking their money and bribes and ransoms, but he would just say, "Well fought, lads, well fought. Get thee hence, live to fight another day. I am not here to kill you. I'm only here to take your lands and subjugate you in a friendly way." Yeah, that would probably be it. Oh, Oxford besieged, so
Awaiting
Dunland
your
has
command.
teeth.
Yes, sire. Of course, sire. His journey is over, sire.
Eredlu and Pikes, very lovely. Minus quarters, yes. We'll probably need that too. Let's chuck it in. Telkin plate. Nice. Army barracks, even nicer. But let's get the armorer first, just to make sure that our culture requirements are in the bag. Okay.
An honor, my lord.
So, Lonnie,
My king. Separating out.
Aye, sire.
you stand on the
March.
bridge.
That'll do him today,
That's a
sire.
wonderful thing to do. We'll take 2 turns from there.
Your order.
Or the gossip.
Aye, my lord.
Hmm.
Aye, sire. Yes, sire. Awaiting your command. Of course, sire.
He's just
Yes,
being
sire.
stopped on every turn. Hey, who are you? Dwarf.
Have a taste of my blood.
Now, Morgash. Returning once again to his doom.
By your will, sire.
Lauren.
we shall engage.
You know what to do.
Victory! Glory and honor!
Indeed. And he's a builder now. That's very nice. Guardian of the Gates. He's a very good governor now.
Yes, my king.
Let's see. Can... No, he can't, of course. He can't just attack them. Okay, let's see if the goblins have
They
anything
shall
else
not see
around
me,
here.
sire. Moving quietly.
Gladden Fields. The Anduin Valley. Yes, they control the Gladden Fields.
Yes, my king.
So,
On my
Fennel.
way.
Meitelberg is their capital. Fennel
My
is
lord speaks highly of you.
just another
My
holding of
lord
theirs.
speaks highly of you.
Let's see. And this is an orc diplomat.
You speak your horrid tongue, if I must.
And they don't like us. Hello, Orcs of Gundabad. Maybe I should actually send this fellow over to Dane's
I'll
Halls.
continue tomorrow, sire.
Just to see if they'd be willing to trade with us. Now, should we actually give Ostenathiel to the elves? Yes, I still intend to do so. It is a key settlement of theirs, and again, for role-playing purposes, I want to give it to the elves and see if they can develop it into a large town. I don't remember if it's in a town or large town, they can upgrade to the Gwaith Myrddin. But regardless, they should be given the opportunity, I think. And with us taking on both the Goblins and the Dunlandings, the High Elves should have more than enough wiggle room and time to just, build that darn building. Get those smiths up and running. Maybe they can give us Cameth Bryn as a consolation. Oh, the Huntmaster of the Anduin Vale is dead. And Saruman holds the ring in Isengard. Or maybe not Saruman, but some general does. Lorne has gotten married.
My king. My king. Aye.
Hey, I want you to
Honor, my lord.
merge. Thank you very
Bringing
much.
the men together, sire.
Now, the dwarves are not very good at hiding.
Marching now.
There's a forest right there. Hide in it.
March to glory.
But no, they won't.
Aye, sire.
But
Honor, my lord.
Dunland,
We march to battle.
meet your fate. Goblin Town. Brewery. That'll be nice.
Aye, noble sire.
So that is the faction heir.
Leading the men with honor, sire. Awaiting your order, sire.
You know what? I'm going to send this
My
catapult
Aye.
north.
Forward. Aye.
Going to be
March.
of much better use in Meichelberg.
My king.
Because then we won't really need siege equipment. We'll just use that.
Should we move to the
And it'll be more flexible. Whilst Dunland has gotten the road. So let's... Let's just build some stuff, really. Or maybe we don't queue up anything. Now that I think of it,
Aye, your sire.
They shall not see me, sire. They won't
Awaiting your command.
It is good to see you, my friend.
if I give you... Ost in a deal. Why did you give me... Ooh, you have Basradun. That's very nice. Ah, okay, you don't like that, do you? Can't sweeten that deal in any way. Cameth Bryn is too well developed, apparently. And you're bankrupt, so you can't give me money, really. Regular tribute, well, maybe, yeah. 500 for 20 turns. How's that? Is that balanced?
No, we cannot
Damn it.
agree to this. Another proposition. We're happy to listen.
Okay, I'll just give
I
it
am
to you
not
then.
quite able to. You have further proposals?
Come on.
Please let us hear them. How could we refuse such an honor and a pleasure? Farewell.
Okay.
Aye, lord. Aye, noble sire. Aye, sire.
Let's take him over here.
Move out. Onward. Aye.
Okay. I don't remember anything we can recruit really. Some Arabo infantry, I suppose that's nice. Man, there's a long recruitment time. Replenishment time for those recruits, but yeah, they'll be worth it. They will be worth it. And we'll take yet another end turn. And our diplomat gets blocked yet again. But I take it from this that I suppose it's the snow orcs that must be expanding into the Anduin Vale and taking their lands. Because I don't think the goblins have the strength to pull that off at the moment. But good or bad, they can become quite a powerhouse faction with their heavy infantry in the late game. Their Bolgs champions, their Pale Uruks, their Orc Avengers. Yeah, they are formidable. I'm starting to realize that potential at this point in the game. And the High Elves are resplendent.
I'm gonna stick you.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
Goodbye.
Glory and honor.
Have a taste of my blade. Have a taste of my blade.
Yeah, we will probably face the snow orcs up there.
Yes, my king.
I'm gonna stick you.
Moving quietly.
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna stick you.
A whole host of snow orc generals just loitering around in Goblin territory.
Something to investigate.
Have a taste of my blade.
On my way.
Have a taste of my blade.
They have some walks
Stop
over
me,
there.
sire.
Brewery in Kazad. Oh, that adds 1800 to trade. That's actually very, very good. I kind of want that now. Not more than a minus quarters, but still. And Dunland is sort of pulling some troops together,
I am a warrior.
Honor, my lord.
but
My king.
yeah.
Closing in the enemy. Aye, my liege. By your will, sire, we shall
It's not
engage.
going to be enough. Huntmaster Freka.
Laying siege at
Hello. With your Eisenmach Axeman. Cavalry, that's not going to do much at all. Yeah. Should be an interesting battle. We attack. But this battle will wait for next time around. We have had a lovely little stint today. A tour de force of the dwarves, if you will. And I hope that you shall have a lovely day from here on out. This is Captain Total Waffle, bidding you farewell.